All right. So, hi guys, welcome to the Karen Chain Show. So today we have a very special guest. He is actually one of my clients. So let's welcome Carlos Mireles. So, hi Carlos. Welcome to
Hi,
the show.
Karen.
It's so
Thank
nice
you.
to finally see you.
Yes, it's so nice. Instead of just
Yeah.
seeing our videos or our photos, it's great to
Mm,
actually be talking with you live. I know we've
yes.
chatted through WhatsApp and
Mm.
some voice messages, but it feels really great to have you live.
Yes. Okay. So Carlos is the CEO and founder of Blue Bamboo Design, which empowers business owners and entrepreneurs to tell their stories with effective marketing. So, Carlos, can you tell me more about you, your business, and the services that you offer?
Absolutely, absolutely. So I started Blue Bamboo Design a few years ago
Mm.
after many years of doing marketing. I used to do club promotions. We used to do nightlife promotions and restaurant
Oh.
promotions. And I started Blue Bamboo to really, like you said, help entrepreneurs and business owners tell their story.
Mm.
But really, I feel like we do video production, social media marketing, content. We do LinkedIn marketing. We do graphic design. We do web development. But as much as I want to say I do marketing, my
Mm.
main thing that I do is I help other business owners and entrepreneurs reach their dreams with
Oh.
marketing. And so I started Blue Bamboo. I have a great team on
Mm.
board of writers, designers, editors, developers, video producers. And
Oh.
I'm lucky enough to have a wonderful team, and I'm lucky enough to have a team that trusts me. And
Mm.
we've been working here with clients in the US,
Mm.
Mexico. I have clients in Canada as well. And
Oh.
it's been great. I've been working for the last 6 years under this brand, and we're
Mm.
growing all the time, working with a lot of different nonprofits who help communities, who help people. And
Mm.
so it's been a blessing to have this company and be working and helping others reach their dreams.
Oh, that's awesome. So nice. So today we're gonna talk about some guides to digital marketing strategy and best practices for 2021. So from your digital marketing standpoint, what will 2000 bring?
Well,
21. Yeah.
2021, yeah, 2021 is going to bring a lot more activity online.
Mm.
I
Yeah.
think this pandemic has really taught us something about the internet. It's
Mm.
taught us about focusing on our audience and our
No.
customer experience. I think a lot of people who have never really thought about using the internet, and I'm talking about business owners, organizations, anyone who wants to get a message out. I don't think we've had as many people thinking in the past about the internet, how to use it. They may think they
Mm.
needed a website, or they open up a social media account that they
No.
never use. And now they're thinking, I need to be online because
Mm.
with the pandemic, it's cut everybody off.
Yeah.
And
Mm.
we're at a place where we really need to have more of a presence online.
Mm.
There's more users on the internet and a lot more people and businesses that were never on. Like 50% of webs or businesses don't have websites.
Yeah.
Now many more people are thinking about
Mm.
websites. Another
Mm.
thing that 2021 is going to bring is creating as much content as possible.
Mm.
um, Having a team, not just by yourself, but having a team like
Yes.
working with you and your wonderful team, is
Mm.
having a team that can help you execute creating more
Yes.
content. In this last year and a half, I've brought
Mm.
on more writers, I brought on more creators, I brought on your team as well.
Mm.
And it really takes a team to create more content so that we can create content, because now more than ever, content is king or queen.
Yes, it is definitely. Yeah. Mm. Cool. Okay. So thinking about your marketing strategy for the coming year. So based on your experience, what has been working well for you and what hasn't, and what are the new tactics to try in 2021? Yep.
Great question. Great question.
Mm.
I think that's a very important aspect that you
No.
touched on.
Mm.
For those of you who are watching, Karen is really understanding of what's going on with marketing. And one of the key
Mm.
things is you need to know what you've done. We're at the year end,
Yes.
you know,
Mm.
and I always tell people, If you're planning for next year in December, you're a little late. Not that it's impossible, but for us, we start thinking about 2021 or the next
Yes.
year, usually in September,
Mm.
in October. We're starting
Mm.
to already plan, create plans, devise what we're going to do. And for us, part of that plan is to see what worked during this year. So we did our inventory. We looked at what was working, what was not.
Mm.
You actually did a checklist for us
Yes.
for reviewing your marketing.
Mm.
And for us, what has not been working, email marketing has taken a dip about 10% down. I think people have gotten more inundated by
Mm.
email marketers, by email marketing.
Mm.
So it's gone down
Um,
because email is a channel that you can't control.
mm.
Anybody and everybody can email you. And a lot of people are starting to get turned off by that. So
Mm.
it's becoming more challenging, but you can fix it, but it has not, we've seen a dip. We've seen a decrease in other social media platforms like Facebook.
Mm.
If you're not
Oh.
selling a product, if you're not
Mm.
selling a product that you can quickly go to an online store, we've seen a little bit of a decrease on Facebook.
Facebook.
And a huge thing that's not working is not being online.
Oh
If
yes.
you're not online, you're
Hmm.
gonna, many businesses are hurting, not just because of the pandemic, but
Mm.
because they were not online.
Yeah.
Huge, huge. So
Huge.
what is working? What is
Mm.
working? LinkedIn marketing,
Mm.
huge, huge for B2B. I'm not saying
Mm.
if you're a restaurant or you're a gas station, you're not going
Mm.
to get clients from, LinkedIn. But if you're a
Mm.
professional company that's servicing other companies,
Mm.
LinkedIn is the place to be for sure.
Mm.
Video marketing and video content,
Mm.
massive, massive, massive.
Absolutely.
I've seen so many people start to do live, start
Mm.
to just put content on there. Even if it's terrible, I've seen more people get on there. Not that bad video means good results. It just means that it's working. People
Mm.
are paying attention to video. Personalized marketing content.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Personalized messaging, recording content, that has, for example, your name. Hi, Karen. This is Carlos of Blue
Mm.
Bamboo. I wanted to catch up with you. Personalize the experience.
Mm.
Okay.
Yes.
Pro tip. Pro tip is to look at the customer's journey, right? Look
Mm.
at what you do to service your customers and create personalized experiences with that.
Mm.
Another good thing that's working is blogging.
Mm. Logging. Yeah.
People are looking for content. People are looking to read content, but also watch video on that blogging content and
Mm.
have some sort of freebie download, something that you
Mm.
can take with you. Okay. That is working. And then of course, because we're online, SEO, search engine
Mm.
optimization services. Why? Because more people online means more saturation online. And then
Mm.
you have to use other tactics like SEO. Traditional SEO has
Mm.
always been
Yeah.
big, and it really needs to be explored more.
Mm.
And so I think SEO is something that's really working as well right now.
Mm. All right.
And in terms of like digital marketing for next year, what's
Mm.
planning ahead for next year.
Mm.
Um, what we can talk about is definitely, I think, a trend or what we're going to see.
Mm.
I can't say that for sure, only these things. There's going to be some other things that are going to pop up, but building more content for sure.
Mm.
No
Yeah.
one's going to notice
Sure.
you unless you're making more content. And why
Mm.
is that? Because everybody's getting online. So what does
Mm.
that mean? That means more people, more content. Not
Mm.
that it's going to be a lot of good content, because I think still many people think if I create something and even if it looks terrible,
Mm.
it's something and I'm going to win. No, you're not going to win. What
Yeah.
happens is if you put content and you're not building more good quality content, you're
Mm.
just putting out junk food. It's like junk
Yeah.
food. You're just putting out junk and more people are going to get turned off. But we need to build more quality content
Content.
because more people are on. Video and webinars.
Mm.
Video and
Huge.
webinar. Why? Because people are using the internet more. And video is so much easier than reading an article, so
Mm.
much easier than reading a big ebook. People
Yeah.
just, a good friend of mine said, people have 2 minutes a day to watch something, at
Mm.
least, right?
Yeah.
You better make sure that those 2 minutes are your 2 minutes of content, right?
Yeah. Mm.
Get people to watch that. Um, Improving, like I said, big trend for next year is improving the content experience. Okay,
Mm.
you know, creating video content that people could read with subtitles, creating
Mm.
video content that is engaging, that is
Yes.
entertaining. I always like to say, create entertaining and educational content.
Mm.
Edutainment, you know,
Edutainment. Yes, I love that.
yeah, edutainment.
Yeah.
They
Mm.
want that. Maybe a little bit of comedy, maybe a little bit of funness, but you want to make it engaging.
Mm.
Um, Being online through social media, but
Mm.
managing your content online. If you open up a social media account, put content on there. Don't
Mm.
just turn it on and then every now and then put content, because people are going to think that you no longer exist or you're not real. And social
Yeah.
media, like I said, more users, more
Mm.
channels, more listeners, more watchers, more people engaged, right?
Mm.
Um, SEO, again, going back to that, huge, huge, huge. More people, I'm actually looking into doubling down on my SEO for this year. Uh,
Mm.
I'm
Wow.
reaching out to my team. I don't do SEO at our company, but we have a couple of companies we work with, and we're meeting with them next week to discuss more SEO for next year.
Mm.
Um, and then, and then I know people are probably getting worried about content. They're like, oh, I need to make more content. I'm already running a business. I'm already closing clients. I'm already servicing clients. I'm already trying to figure out new clients. Now I got to make more content. No, have a team that makes long form content and repurpose your content. Turn
Yes,
that blog into a
exactly.
video. Turn that
Mm.
video into a download. Turn it into slides. Turn it into memes. Turn it
Mm.
into different pieces of content. And then you have one video can turn into 5 or 10 pieces of
Yes, content. Yep,
content.
absolutely. Mm.
So that's what I see coming down for 2021 for sure. Those are the big things I think.
Wow. Awesome. Okay. So planning ahead for the 2021 digital marketing plan. So what are the things that we should consider?
Um, Planning ahead is
Mm.
definitely, I would say, um, planning ahead.
Mm.
In terms of, give me a little bit of that. Like in terms of planning ahead, definitely plan to have a marketing plan.
Mm.
More, because we need to do more marketing, right? Because we need to
Yes.
be online more.
Mm.
What do you do? What should you put out? It
Mm.
doesn't, you can't wake up at 7:45 a.m. and
Mm.
then say, oh, I need to put something out by 8 a.m.
Yeah.
and come up with the idea, create it, and then
Mm.
put it out. It doesn't work that way.
Mm.
You have to plan. And I
Mm.
don't think enough people are actually planning, you
Yes.
know? I mean, your world, you are nothing but planning in your
Mm.
world. The first thing that you asked me when we first started is, what is your plan?
Mm.
you know, and that stuck with me, and I always look at my plan. I always look at what I'm doing, and I think that's one of the things that we need to plan ahead for 2021. We need to
Yes.
plan ahead on learning how to
Mm.
make video.
Mm.
We need to plan ahead for learning how to at least film yourself, right?
Yes.
Look how easy we're doing this right now. But
Mm.
you have a good lighting, you have a nice background. I set
Mm.
up my lighting, we set up our time, we set
Mm.
up questions, we set up what we wanted to talk about. So
Yes.
learn how to create better video, right? And
Mm.
then you don't have to edit it yourself, but learn to do that for next year, okay?
Mm.
Um, you need to think about, for planning for next year, learn who your customer is.
Mm.
Learn who your audience is.
Yes.
Learn about what is it that their problems that they're trying to fix,
Mm.
because you should know that automatically. You know what
Yes.
I mean? You need to
Mm.
learn what problems you're trying to fix. So learn and understand and make sure you understand why your customers are your customers.
Mm.
Because if you can unlock that little secret, that lets you replicate that
Mm.
and push out the right messages to that audience. I think a lot of people tend to, I will take money from anyone,
Mm.
and that doesn't work that well. You know,
Yes,
you'll
it
make
is.
more money from knowing who will pay you more money, but
Mm.
you have to do the work to plan for that. So I think, you know, there are a lot of trends coming up. There are a lot of things coming
Mm.
up that we're going to talk about here a little bit further down this talk. But
Mm.
I think more of the planning is
Yes.
internal. We need to internally plan for next year.
Yes. Absolutely. Okay. So, why do you think it is important to have a well-defined marketing goal or digital marketing goal?
Mm. Um, I think that's very important to have a
Yes.
well-defined marketing goal
Mm.
because it keeps you on track for one thing.
Mm.
Okay, if you don't know really what you want, if you don't really know what you're doing, then you're just gonna be trying to do too many things
Yeah.
at once, you know, and it's
Mm.
gonna hurt. You're gonna waste your time. You're gonna waste your energy. You're gonna
Mm.
burn out. You're gonna burn your team out. So
Mm.
you need to define your goals. What are they? And then work backwards, right? It's important
Mm.
to make your goals and work backwards. Another important aspect of having goals is that it impacts and augments your behavior. Okay, it
Mm.
defines your behavior. Here's a good example. Let's say you sell cars, or let's say you sell coaching, let's say you sell a service or you sell a product like books or anything. And
Mm.
let's say your goal is to sell one in 2021 or to sell 200,000 in
Mm.
2021. If you think about those two goals, how is your behavior going to change depending on those goals, right?
Yeah.
If you only
Mm-hmm.
have to sell one, I'm going to take my time. I'm not going to worry about it. I'll tell some people. As long as I sell one, I'm done for 2021. It's
Mm.
not going to put you into any specific action, right? But
Yeah.
if you say, I need to sell 200,000 or I need to sell 1 million, what
Mm.
does that mean for your behavior, right? You're
Mm.
going to be you're going to have more activities. You're going to try to do, you know, more marketing. You're going to try to build out more marketing. So it's going to
Mm.
change your behavior if your goals, depending on your goals. So, you know, if you like, let's say if you need to sell 200,000 X widgets of whatever,
Mm.
you're probably going to think, okay, I can't sell it by myself, so I need to hire somebody. Okay, so then you hire somebody. Then you say, well, we need to get the message out. Well, we need to get out more marketing, right? And then you're going to
Mm.
create more marketing. So it's going to cause a chain of events
Mm.
that is going to affect your behavior. Does that make sense?
Yes, yes, I got it. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. It's really important, really, to have a well-defined marketing goal. Okay.
Yes.
So, so what are the trends to look out for in 2021 for
Oh
digital
man.
marketing? I think there are a lot.
Uh, Yeah, I think
Mm.
that there's a lot. You're right, Aaron.
Mm.
There are a lot, and they're everywhere. There's not just
Yes.
one. There's just not two. There's just not 10. You know,
Mm.
it depends on your industry, right?
Mm.
It really depends on your industry. But I think the big ones are going to be voice search, right?
Voice
Alexa,
search.
you know,
Mm.
Siri, you know,
Yes.
different voice searches, and everybody's coming out with their own voice search, right?
Mm.
Everybody's coming out with them, but voice search, right?
Voice search.
There's going to be
Okay.
a lot of people who are just going to be saying, Alexa, where's the nearest give me the best virtual assistant.
Mm.
Alexa, give me a video producer. Alexa,
Mm.
where's the nearest restaurant, right?
Mm.
So voice search is going to be huge. Everybody's
Mm.
doubling down, more voice search than ever. And
Mm-hmm.
you really need to plan on how to be on voice search so that you
Mm.
can get found. Okay.
Yes.
Um, LinkedIn for B2B.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think that it's exploded.
Yes.
Uh, I've been on LinkedIn for a long time, and I had built up a decent network, but
Mm-hmm.
every time I tried using it years ago, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 3 years ago, it was okay. The results weren't that great. Everybody
Mm.
was selling, everybody was doing their elevator pitch,
Mm.
and it got saturated and everybody got really sick of it. And then a couple of years ago, they changed the algorithm, they allowed
Mm.
video, they really changed it to be more of an engaging platform.
Platform.
I
Yeah.
think a lot of high-end executives maybe have complained about it,
Mm.
but I think it's become a place where if you use it right with the right tactics,
Mm.
it's very powerful, very powerful.
Yes.
We get
Yes.
we get 2 to 5 leads a week out of there,
Wow.
so I think it's a very powerful place.
Mm.
And we barely started really focusing on it about a year and a half ago. Really
Oh.
focusing on it. So I
Mm.
think you can do it, but again, it takes creating content and it takes a lot of things to do it, but it's very successful. I think another big
Yes.
trend for next year is automation of your marketing and sales process.
Mm. Okay.
If you want to increase activity,
Mm-hmm.
you can't do it all by yourself. You know,
Mm.
you
Yeah.
can't do it. It's no longer a one person show. So you have to use wherever you can, you have to automate.
Mm.
An example, um, we looked at our sales process. How do
Mm.
we, marketing to sales, how do we get our messaging out? And then how do we get a client or a potential client?
Mm.
And then what are the processes in our sales process? And we
Mm.
looked at that and we said, how can we make some of these things automatic, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we've been able to use automation in the sales process where when someone has an interest, like let's say someone in LinkedIn says, hey, Carlos, I want to talk to you about video.
Mm.
Okay. We put their information in our CRM
Mm-hmm.
automation. And then in that automation, we've already created our brochures, we've already created our examples, even our messages are already pre-created. We
Mm-hmm.
put them in there. So like, for example, if they say, I'm interested, I send them a link. In that
Mm.
link, it uses, like, for example, Calendly,
Mm-hmm.
and it
Yeah.
automatically gets them in, sends them their invite, reminds them, it
Mm.
gets them to the meeting. If we have a Zoom, we set
Mm.
up. But in that time, they receive our marketing brochure. And then when we
Mm-hmm.
meet, it says thank you email, it follows up, then we get them a proposal. But all of that is automated,
Oh.
right? So
Mm.
I think automation is a huge thing
Huge.
that people need to look at. Okay,
Mm.
try to automate it. Automate your email marketing, automate your outreach, automate. Use the functions like in Facebook,
Mm.
schedule content, right?
Yes. Mm.
Automate. Don't make so much work for yourself because you don't have that much time. Every human being on this planet has 24 hours a day. No one
Yeah.
has 32. No one has
Mm.
48 hours a day. We all have 24, so we need to utilize that. Um,
Yes.
Shorter video content.
Mm.
Don't, there is a place for long form
Yes.
webinars.
Mm.
YouTube video
YouTube.
content
Yeah.
is great for long form content.
Mm.
Vimeo. But when it comes to trying to get your foot in the door, get noticed,
Mm.
get some attention. People don't want to watch. They're not going to give you 10 minutes of attention. They'll give you
Yes.
2 minutes or less.
Mm.
So make short form video content. Anything that's
Mm.
2 minutes or less. If you need to read it, make sure it's 3 or 2 minutes or less. If it's a video,
Mm.
2 minutes or less.
Yes.
And then again, going back to customized or personalized content.
Mm.
Make it a personalized experience. If you're going to message people, make it personalized. If you're going to email
Yes.
them, make it personalized. Don't,
Mm.
don't put hi, comma, you
Yeah.
know, try to make it feel like you put work into speaking to people personally.
Yes. All right. Cool. So those are the trends to look out for for the
Yeah.
next year. Yep. Okay. So what are the things that we should do now to start our 2021 marketing strategy with a bang?
I love
Yep.
it. I love it.
Mm.
Well, recommendation for planning for the following
Mm.
year, start earlier. Okay. Don't start in
Yes.
December. don't start in January. You're a
Mm.
little late.
Yes.
When I first started working, you know, my first job was at a grocery store, right?
Mm.
I would bag groceries.
Mm.
And my mentor told me, if you're 5 minutes early to your interview or to your job, you're already late,
Mm.
you know?
Yeah.
So I look at it that way with marketing for next year. If
Mm.
and I'm not saying late that you're gonna fail or that it's not gonna work anymore. It's just it's better to be planning ahead in November, in October, and September. We start in September, you know.
Mm.
We start 3 months. Why? Because it takes a while to plan
Yes.
and start to create and start to
Great.
put things in alignment. It takes
Mm.
time. So plan ahead, review your marketing to see what
Mm.
worked and what didn't.
Mm.
Why do you want to put effort into something that didn't work?
Yeah.
You know, so start
Mm.
to look at that. Create a marketing plan,
Mm.
even if it's just 3 lines. I want to make more video. I want to open up my Facebook account. I want to
Mm.
do email marketing. Plan, plan,
Plan.
plan. Create
Mm-hmm.
that plan. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Look,
Okay.
another huge thing is going into next year. It's kind of like this. Let's say you're a race car driver. Okay.
Mm. Okay.
And you're racing and you finish this year of races and your car is broken down. Are
Mm-hmm.
you going to go into 2021 race with a broken down car, or are you going to fix it?
Yeah. So that
You're
fix
going
it.
to fix it, right?
Mm.
So look at your marketing and improve and fix your marketing, okay?
Mm.
Fix whatever is broken, okay?
Yes.
Um, Fix it. So look at your marketing. If your website is not good,
Mm.
if it doesn't have clear messaging, fix it. Look at your Google My Business profile. If your information is wrong, if you have an old website, if your hours are
Yes.
wrong, fix it.
Mm.
Fix your marketing. Look at your marketing and improve whatever is wrong. If you're
Mm-hmm.
starting to use LinkedIn more, look at your profile.
Yes.
If it doesn't look powerful,
Mm.
redo it. Work on it. Look at your Facebook. Look at all of your marketing. Ask some people.
Mm.
Get a consultation. Get Talk to your network, your peers, and ask them, what do you think about my marketing? And fix it, because too many people try to go do marketing or new marketing, and then they have
Mm.
terrible looking website, you know?
Yes.
So you need to improve your current marketing. And the last thing
Mm.
is, think about sales funnels, okay?
Mm. Okay.
You know, you have a sales funnel, right?
Mm.
All of this activity at the top, where you're emailing, where you're calling, where you're putting out content on social media, all of that is at the top of the funnel to get them in there. But you
Mm.
need to get them into a landing page, whether it's ClickFunnels, whether it's your website. You need to
Mm.
channel them into a place, right?
Mm.
Whether it's a group on social media, but you need to get them to a place where you grab their attention, and then you can convert them into a customer. Okay.
Yeah.
Too many people don't think that way, and they just put content out.
Mm.
They don't put a call to action. They don't tell people what to do in the in their process, and
Mm.
they lose on potential customers. So think about using sales funnels.
All right. So it's a really good practical recommendation to implement. So,
Yeah.
right. So you need to fix, improve, and what else? Update the marketing
Yes.
plan. Yes. All right. So, any tips for effective marketing strategy?
Let's see here. Tips for creating effective marketing strategy.
Mm.
Um, plan it. Plan it.
Mm. Yes.
Right.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Uh, Effectiveness is when you know what problems you solve. Be
Mm.
very clear. Be very
Yes.
clear. We're a marketing agency. What do we solve? We solve the time problem,
Mm.
right? Business owners, if one of my clients, you know, is a restaurant,
Mm.
they make food, they service food.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have time to go and film a video. They don't
Yes.
have time to go build a website, right?
Mm.
So what do? We fix the time problem, right? We
Mm.
fix the messaging problem. We fix the finding client problem for them. Okay. So big tip, know what you're fixing. Know the problems that you solve for your
Yes.
customers for creating great content. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Create clear messaging, right? Don't be long and confusing. Don't talk about things that are irrelevant. Be
Yes.
very specific. Be
Yep.
very clear to people, okay? People don't have time to try to decipher the code, you know? People don't
Yeah.
want unclear messaging because once you turn someone off, once you make them feel uncomfortable with your marketing, they're not going to listen to you. They're not going to pay attention to you. So be very clear with your marketing.
Yes. Yes.
Create content with video
Mm-hmm.
and make it quality, okay? Make it quality content. Learn how to make good content or hire someone. Hire someone to help you figure it out. If you really insist on making it yourself, learn how to make good stuff, okay?
Yes.
You know, one thing I like about working with you is that, you know, we do video production ourselves, right? But we are busy working on our clients' work, right? And with you, when you make short form content for us, it looks great. You edit it really well, and we love it. You know, we love that
Thank you.
content. So really look at those aspects of improving your creative content for next year.
Okay. So how about for content marketing tips for 2021? Okay.
Content marketing tips: create more
More.
content. First of all, you know, don't expect your one video to make you rich. It's not gonna
Yeah.
work. Okay. Maybe one webinar can bring in more business, but you still have to get people to the webinar. You have to do more email marketing. You have to do more social media posts. You have to get more content out there. So, you know, really look at getting more content. Create more content.
More content.
You know, look at some of the staples of content. You know, blog articles, video content, memes,
Yeah.
checklists, guides, ebooks.
Yes.
All of those are still great pieces of content. Make more content, you know, make quote memes, you know, hire a photographer, take a bunch of photos and then put great quotes on your content, you know. People really, we live in a day and age where just because, unless you're a referral from someone they trust, they're not going to go with you just because they saw one post, right?
Yeah.
They want to check out a video that talks about what you do. They may
Yes.
want to see that you are offering for something for free to download. That proves your point more, right? People are willing to consume your content if it's good, if it's consistent, and
Yes.
if it talks to who they are and their problems that they need you to solve. But they will not go to you if they don't know anything about you.
Yes.
You know,
Absolutely.
it's like going to the outside and you have a flat tire, or you have your car that needs to get fixed, and you ask anybody in the street to fix your car. Are you going to trust them? No.
No. Yeah.
Right? You want to have trust. Nobody buys from anyone they do not trust. So create more content, create those different types of content, be consistent so that you can build trust, and then you will get customers.
Awesome. All right. Okay. So, what are the top social media trends to drive your 2021 marketing strategy? All
Top
right.
social media trends. Top social media trends. Well, video is the biggest
Still.
one, I would say. Yeah, that's the big trend. Local SEO.
Okay.
Right? Google My Business. Your Bing profile. Your directory. Right? Before, when unless people are on social media,
Mm-hmm.
right? And they find or they come across your content, people are going to get their phone. Siri, where's the local so-and-so?
Mm.
Or Alexa, where's this so-and-so, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they may do it on their phone. And if they do it on their phone, look at the map, the Google map, right?
Mm.
And they're going to see the list and
Mm.
they're going to click on it, right? Make sure you have a local SEO profile, a Google My Business, a Bing profile.
Mm-hmm.
Look for it, okay? Look for
Mm-hmm.
it.
Okay.
Big trend is the SEO. Believe it or
Mm.
not, SEO is something that is going to play a big part for next year, okay?
Oh,
Huge
okay.
trend, huge trend,
Huge.
okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then another trend is tying your content together, okay?
Mm. Okay.
If someone finds you on a search and they land
Mm-hmm.
on your page,
Okay.
not only have a landing page with words and photos, have
Mm-hmm.
videos, right?
Mm.
Videos. Break up. If they land on your, for example, we do web design. If you land
Mm.
on our web services, there's a video at the top.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It talks about what we do, why we do it. And for next year, we are going to be adding videos on different sections of our landing page, right?
Mm.
So,
Okay.
for example, people tend to ask, okay, I want video production, or I want a video, I want a website. How
Mm.
do you do it? Well, in our section of how we do it, we're going to have a video that talks about how we do it.
Mm. Awesome.
We in one of the sections why you want a website. So not only do you have
Mm.
one video, but have different
Different.
videos along the process, right?
Mm.
Another big thing is explainer videos.
Mm. Okay.
Explain your process, right?
Mm.
Explain what you do, how you do it. Explain the types of services. Explain the problems that you solve. Not
Mm.
only can you use it on your social media, but you use it on your website. When someone is interested, you
Mm.
use it in your process, right? So
Mm.
let's say someone in LinkedIn
Mm.
gets a hold of us and they want video production, or they want us to make social media content.
Mm-hmm.
In our process, we're building out new explainer videos that I send them at the beginning. There's a video for the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Once we have a consultation and we give them a proposal, we're going to have another explainer video that talks about
Mm.
packages, right? When
Mm-hmm.
if they're interested and don't know yet, we're going to follow up with another video that talks about
Mm.
what to expect, how easy the process is going to be. So
Ah.
video is not just for the marketing, but it helps in your process to
Process. Yeah.
close the client, right? So let's
Mm.
say, Karen, you have somebody that is interested in working with you as a virtual assistant, but they're talking to someone else.
Mm.
Most likely the video is going to be the difference between you and them. If
Mm.
they get a personalized video that says what you're going to do. I'm going to give you a story really quick, okay?
Mm.
Do we have time for a story?
Yep. Sure.
So,
Mm.
um, twice recently this happened, okay? We had a lawyer
Mm-hmm.
and we had a nonprofit organization, okay? So
Okay.
the lawyer, uh, someone recommended us,
Mm-hmm.
and this lawyer, super rich, a lot of money. We met with them,
Mm-hmm.
and he said, I like the meeting. I like what you're saying. Um, but I want to know, follow up with me after now that we talked, follow up with me and share with me your thoughts on what we should look for our website. What do
Mm.
you think will work for us, for our company, for our law firm? So what
Mm-hmm.
did I do? I did an explainer video.
Mm.
I showed them different websites. I explained to them what they need on their website. I explained to them based on our meeting and our
Mm.
notes. I explained to them what I think they should do.
Mm.
So when we met, they said, okay, we want to get started.
Oh.
So they said, come to our office and meet with us. So when I met with them, they told me this, Karen. They said, you know what? You're actually more expensive than everyone else by
Oh.
$3,000, but we want to go with you. And I said, that's interesting. You know, everyone else had similar quality and everything. And they said, yes. I said, so
Mm-hmm.
what was the difference? They said, we knew we wanted to work with you when we watched the video.
Oh.
They said that
Mm.
video proved to us that you know what you're doing. It proved to us that you have great ideas that we like,
Mm.
and you were able to confirm what we wanted. So
Mm.
that's why we're paying you $3,000 more than all of the other people that submitted proposals.
Oh.
Okay. The same thing happened for a nonprofit or organization.
Mm.
They, you know, I like to put out video content that talks about behind the scenes,
Mm.
motivational content. And the director of this organization put out one, she came across social media, saw
Mm.
one video, and I don't even know what video it was. I was talking about something, right? And
Mm.
she told they were looking for someone to rebuild their website. And she
Mm.
told the buyer, the person who was supposed to find the developer,
Mm.
she said, go talk to this person. I saw one of their videos. Go talk to them. Okay. She went and talked to me and she said, hey, can you submit a proposal? I said,
Mm.
okay, when do you need it? And they said, as soon as possible, because we're waiting for you. My boss told me to wait and get a proposal from you. We already got 5 of them, but she wants me to talk to you. So can you give me a proposal? So that video got me the proposal chance. I send the proposal and I did another video. And I said, hi, DPS, we want to make a website for you. This is why we're different. This is how we're going to work with you. I did an explainer video. And when we went and met with them, they said, the reason why we want to work with you is not only we found you through one video, but the video that you sent helped us understand what you're doing, what you're going to do for us. So use video in your process, okay?
Mm.
Not just your marketing, but use it to push your client down your path so that you can convert them to be your customer, right?
Mm.
If you're a cleaner, show videos about how you're helping prevent COVID, right? If you're a
Mm.
restaurant, do explainer videos of how easy it is to get your food, how safe
Mm.
it is, how great you'll be able to get. Use video to explain your process, and it will help a lot.
Wow, I learned something new. That's awesome. Oh my gosh, thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you.
Wow.
You're welcome.
Okay, so why do you think video is the future of content marketing?
It's just the easiest way to get your point across, you know?
Mm.
In 2 minutes, you could talk about so many things in 2 minutes
Mm.
compared to writing it out,
Yeah.
compared to trying to do it in a couple of posts, compared
Mm.
to trying to do it in an ebook. People, their attention span is so small
Mm.
that video is just more dynamic. You could show a lot of images. You could show process. You could show the result. You can tell a lot more of a story, right?
Mm.
Because everything you say is a story, right? You could
Yes.
tell a better story in video. And
Mm.
that's why it's become the most powerful thing. Video, until we create holograms, you know,
Mm.
like in Star Wars, where the
Mm.
hologram comes up,
Yeah.
until we do that, until we have that, video is the next best thing that we can use. And it's just more dynamic. It's more entertaining.
Yes.
There's audio, there's visual.
Big.
There's just
Mm.
so much more content that you can share with people. A better
Mm.
message, a better story,
Yes.
more than anything else, I think. And that's why it's going to be the king. It already is. Just
Mm.
people are finally learning that it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even I myself are learning. And yes, it's so awesome. Okay. So, especially for the starters out there, how to get started in video marketing, especially for
How to get started
2021.
in video
Yep.
marketing. One, you need to learn. Need to learn, learn, learn.
Mm.
If you're going to make it, obviously you're going to have to learn. If you're going to hire someone, you're going to need to learn how the process works so
Mm.
that you could be part of your video production, right?
Mm.
So if you're going to make it, you need to learn what is good lighting. You need to learn what is
Mm.
good background. You need to learn what are good topics. You need
Mm.
to learn how to make up a good video. What are the elements? What are
Mm.
the components of a good video? The introduction,
Mm.
the first beginning part. You know, you need to learn those aspects of your video content, right? To get started on it, you know.
Mm.
You need to learn what it is that you're solving, or need to
Mm.
make sure you know what it is that you're solving so that you can include that in your video. You need to
Mm.
learn what tools that you're going to use, right?
Mm-hmm.
Editing, lighting,
Yes.
but also we use a video spreadsheet, right? And
Mm.
it lets us put in all of our topics, what we're going to talk about, what we're
Mm.
going to wear, when we're going to
Mm.
film it, where we're going to film it at. You know,
Mm.
you need to use all these different aspects. You need to understand that all of your video is going to be in three steps:
Mm-hmm.
pre-production,
Pre-production.
production, and
Mm-hmm.
post-production.
Post-production. Mm-hmm.
Pre-production is your planning,
Mm.
your stories, your topics, when you're going to do it, what you're going to wear, what you're going to talk about. Your production is when you're actually filming. Once you turn on the
Mm.
camera, you turn on the light, and you start recording. That's your
Mm.
production. And then your post production is editing it,
Mm.
scheduling it, posting it, the description in the post,
Mm-hmm.
your hashtags, right?
Mm.
So you need to think, you need to think about your three steps: pre-production, production, and post-production. And then you need to know what channels you're going to put it on.
Mm.
When are
Yes.
you going to put it on, right?
Mm.
And and I think those are the main things that you need to focus on getting started. And if it's
Mm-hmm.
not that you're going to do it by yourself, learn and understand what your team's process is going to be, right? If you
Mm.
hire someone or if you do it internally, make sure
Mm.
that you follow those elements that I just talked about, either for
Yes.
yourself or for your team.
Mm-hmm. All right. Awesome. Okay. So, any tips for creating creative video content? I know you
Yes,
are very good with it.
thank you, thank you.
Yes.
Learn
Mm.
what are great topics. Learn about your audience, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Go and survey your customers and understand what's important to them.
Mm-hmm.
Understand what problems they are solving. I know I keep saying this about the problems, but
Mm.
many people don't
Yes.
listen to this, right?
Mm.
Understand your audience, okay? That's a huge creative tip because
Mm.
you're not going to know what to create if you don't know what you're going to
Yes.
talk about. If you don't know the
Mm.
topics, what are you going to do? What are you going to make? You know what I
Mm.
mean? So
Yeah.
learn about your audience, learn what's important. You know, for us, we do a survey.
Mm.
Either we send the survey or we call people and we find out what's important to you, what's going on, what's the key things for you, what are the key things for your business. And in there, you learn your topics and then you learn what to create. Okay. That's getting started. That's the pre-production. Okay.
Mm.
Uh, learn about researching what other people are doing,
Mm.
right? Um, one thing that is becoming popular are green screens.
Mm.
You know, people are putting different things behind them that kind of like
Mm.
this, right?
Mm.
You see this beach over here?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm not really at the beach.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm not really, if I was on the
Mm.
beach, I would not be talking to nobody right now. I would not be on a Zoom call. I would be
Yeah.
playing in the water. I would be enjoying the
Mm.
sun. But learn, green screens, learn
Mm.
about what's creative, learn about what's popular, learn about what's effective, right?
Mm.
Go search out what good video topics are. The thumbnail,
Mm.
those are all important, but go learn about it so that you
Mm.
can replicate that, you know.
Mm.
Um, learn about, what people are, noticing with subtitles,
Mm.
right? because a lot of people, if they're still in the offices, they're not listening to your video, they're reading it, right?
Mm.
So go and learn about those things about creative content, okay?
Mm.
But you know, I like using good editing. I like
Mm.
using good transitions. I like using music. I
Mm.
like, you know, making sure that the message is clear. I like
Mm.
using behind the scenes footage, right?
Mm.
You know, it depends on if that's your type of business that could do that. You know, if you're a consultant, it might be pretty boring just to see you in meetings all the time, you know,
Yeah.
for your behind the scenes.
Mm.
But for us, we're out filming. So we film ourselves filming. We film different locations.
Mm.
We do behind the scenes if we're designing. We
Mm.
film what we're designing, you know. So those are the things that I think are creative, that
Mm.
make for better creative video content for sure.
Mhm. All right, for sure. It's so awesome. Okay, so what are the ways to get results from creating video marketing, especially
The
for this year?
ways to
Yep,
get results.
results. Yep.
Well, I think using your video effectively, you know, leveraging your video, you know,
Mm.
putting it up once on LinkedIn is
Mm-hmm.
not going to be the solution. Putting up a long
Yeah.
10-minute video on Facebook is not just going to be the only solution,
Mm.
right? You're going to get results by using it effectively. Okay.
Mm.
Use it in your sales process, use it in your engagement process, use
Mm.
multiple videos, use short videos, tie it, you know, put videos on your landing pages
Mm.
and have it connected to a form that you could capture their contact information, right?
Mm.
Use, you know, if you want to get video, use personalized videos in messaging,
Mm.
right? Create videos that is specifically to someone in the DMs, right?
Mm.
Um, use your video not only in your news feed if you're on social media, use it in the stories feed, right?
Mm.
Because everybody has
Yes.
stories now.
Mm.
Use that video in stories. Tell
Mm.
people to go watch your video in the stories. Go tell them to go watch it in your news feed, right?
Mm.
um, you know, in your marketing, in your email marketing, use your
Mm.
video, create a video so that people can know that they just don't have to read your long email.
Mm.
Tell them to watch a video, right?
Yes.
Um, you want to get good results from your video? Think about video postcards, right? Have you ever
Mm.
heard of a video postcard?
Haven't heard yet.
So, so they make video like a postcard, you know, like you
Mm.
know, a Christmas card or a birthday card. Well, they
Yeah.
make them with LED screens in them now, and you can
Oh.
go in and get a video card. So you can literally make a video, load it up into one of these video cards,
Mm.
and mail it to someone, right?
Mm.
Use a video, get the link, and text it to your potential clients, right? If you
Mm.
talk to someone that's interested, text them a link to a video that you're talking about, what you're trying to
Mm.
solve, or a follow-up video, right?
Mm.
Kind of like I did with a lawyer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Text it to them, you know? Use your video in all different outlets. Like, for example, if I send a video or they see it in LinkedIn, I send it to them in an email. I send
Mm.
it to them in a text, right? I put it on a landing page so that they can go back to it. So I use it in multiple different ways, okay?
Mm.
And use more video. Create more video to get results, okay?
Mm.
You're not just gonna get video results from one video one time.
Mm. Yes. So more videos. More
Yes.
videos.
Mhm.
All
Whether it's
right.
quick, filming yourself
Hmm.
or whatever, just make more video content.
Mm-hmm. All right. Oh, okay, I am blown away. Thank you so much, Carlos. Wow, I myself is are learning a lot from this interview. So thank you so much, Carlos. And yeah, any words that you could yeah add
Sure.
more? Yeah, or wrap
Um,
up. Yep.
I would say take it easy.
Mm,
Don't feel pressured from this talk. Don't
mm,
feel like you're overwhelmed. Don't let yourself feel overwhelmed.
mm.
All of this is a lot of great information. Look at it
Yes.
as great knowledge.
Mm,
Digest it.
mm.
You know, whatever it is, if it's this video, if it's this interview or anything else, get your cup of coffee,
Mm-hmm.
watch it, relax, take some notes,
Mm.
plan, plan, plan. Ask for people's opinion, ask for help.
Mm.
Just my parting words is don't feel overwhelmed, okay?
Mm.
Everything takes time,
Time. Yep.
okay? You and I are talking on this Zoom meeting and Zoom call, and we planned it, we
Mm.
talked about it, we took our time.
Mm.
Everything takes time. Plan it out,
Yes.
stay patient. This is a long-term commitment. This is
Mm.
not, I'm going to put something out or I'm going to do something today and I'm going to be
Yes.
rich tomorrow. You need to
Mm.
be patient, okay? I know social media and in today's world we have instant gratification.
Mm.
That's not real,
Yes.
okay? Everything
Mm.
takes time and effort, okay? So digest it, relax, be patient with yourself,
Mm.
most of all, and have fun with it. Look at it as a new
Yes.
opportunity
Mm.
for reaching
Absolutely.
your dreams.
Mm. Wow. That was so great. Thank you so much, Carlos. Wow. So
You're
amazing.
welcome. Thank you for having me on here.
Thank you. Thank you. And yes, we'll see. I think we always see.
Yeah, I'll see you in 20 minutes.
That's it. Thank you so much, Carlos. I really appreciate your time. And wow, this
You're
is
welcome.
very knowledgeable. I learned a lot from it, and I know, and I hope that our viewers and yeah, listeners are gonna learn a lot from it. Thank you so much,
Absolutely.
Carlos. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you for having me, Karen. I look forward to another session with you.
Yes.
Thank you for being great. Thank you for this great interview. And thanks
Mm.
for great topics. I think a lot of people
Yes.
need to really think about this, and a lot of people don't talk about this right
Mm.
now. And it's great that you wanted me on here today to really
Yes.
address
It's my
these
pleasure.
issues. So it's an honor, and I appreciate it.
Thank you. All right.